Code switching is a thing that a lot of people from other countries do when they come to the United States. I should speak like this constantly so you're able to understand every single thing I say so that you know that I'm educated and I am no threat to you whatsoever. I'm tired of that shit. Tired of it, tired of it, tired of it. So when I was growing up, I'd hear my boy, no, go get some scrimps from downtown. No, boy, go to the port, get them scrimps. We switch up because people are looking at you and judging your intelligence by that. So I can talk like this, speak all these languages, have opened all these damn businesses, but I can't speak the way I speak. This is a direct connotation of my intelligence. I don't think so. And that's the sad thing about that. I mean, a lot of cultures did that in the United States upon migrating here. You know, they lost a lot of their cultural identity because they needed to assimilate like 100%. A lot of light-skinned black people back in the day passed. Change the last name, drop an A, add an E, put an O. We're gonna make you just American. I'm just an old honorary black man at this point. I just don't do it. I'm not going to do it. This is how I talk. So it's scrimps online. It's scrimps on my board. That's how I write it. That's how I say it. That's what it is.
Now I will never be your hater. I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle. Just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscriber died trying, man. You see the thumbnail, you see the clip, man. Sorry, I messed up when I uploaded it like a week ago. But this is the shame and guilt of code switching. There are a lot of people who realize that they didn't have to code switch, but it was years after. And the issue is, you want to say, if you speak a certain way, or with a certain dialect, you're going to be perceived as dumb. And I never understood code switching because I thought it was stupid. And the reason why I thought it was stupid is because if I'm born in the South, everybody in the South has a Southern accent. So when I was a kid, I'm in the South. I'm not going to be in New Orleans. Hi, how are you doing? We're just handling business. Like, no, everybody who does everything in New Orleans has a New Orleans accent, right? When I was in Chicago accent. When I was in Maryland, Baltimore, DC, they got an accent. So, I get people move places and they since I'm moving here, I got to speak like the people here. Yeah, but this blanket, assimilated, I got to talk like I'm white so I can be understood or people could look at me as like a smart person. It was always idiotic. I used to look at my mother back in the day. She'd be on the phone. She'd call. She'd use her regular voice. And then somebody that's not black call, hi, how are you doing? Like, who are you? Who are these people? Like, why are you kowtowing to these people as if, somehow, to me, it came off as as bending the knee, submitting to some fictitious person because, you spoke like they're in a powerful position and I need to assimilate to how you talk. Because people, maybe if I talk like this, not like I'm talking now, but maybe if I talk like this, you would take me more seriously and you will listen to me better because if I talk with my regular God-given voice, God forbid, you're just going to go down the rabbit hole of trying to destroy my life. So whatever, if that's what you're going to do, go for it. But, and then you see people who decided they were going to code switch and they thought maybe it's good for my career. Maybe it's good to further advance myself in, education or whatever, or in the circles I'm running in, right? Maybe it helps me get a leg up in society, however you want to see it. And then somewhere along the line, you code switch so much you lost yourself. And, people like to have the discussion with us as black people of, you talking white. And it's like, oh, because I can, some people say pronunciate or some people say enunciate, but because I can say my words better, or more Caucasian, somehow I'm talking white. And it's like, yeah, because, bro, I hate to break the news to you, like I live in Texas. So even smart people sound like they're from Texas in Texas. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to go all the way with the crazy stereotype. How you doing, boy? Like, no. But if you think it takes you a long time to realize my voice doesn't mean, my accent or my tone does not mean I'm dumb. Now, if I'm saying something dumb with an accent, then yeah, I'm dumb. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm saying something smart with an accent, I'm just saying something smart with an accent. And I think that becomes an issue. That becomes an issue. And some accents are more palatable to be intelligent than others for some odd reason, right? That California Valley accent seems, hey, I like that. It's, maybe a New York accent. You hear a New York accent. Some people associate that with somebody being fast paced and smart, and I'm from New York, and it's like, oh, okay. But this idea that you're trying to say I'm from a certain place, or I've been around certain people, or I'm of a certain echelon in life because I talk like this, you start realizing, there are a lot of dumb people who talk, who code switch. The smartest thing they ever did was code switch. And that's an issue with the people themselves where, well, if you talk in your regular voice and you say something smart, I can't understand you. But if you talk dumb in an assimilated voice, oh, now you're speaking my language, buddy, then you're around idiots. That's what that is. And then sometimes you feel ashamed and guilty of, man, I gave up myself for what? For what? To be in this room, to be at this job. And sometimes like people talk about the house Negro, field Negro thing. Sometimes what it is it'll hurt your feelings to see somebody in the same room as you that can be themselves and be smart and be respected for being smart. And you are being smart but playing a role. What was that movie? The Banker. Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson. At the end of the movie, Anthony Mackie took his glasses off. He's like, the only reason he wore glasses was to look non-threatening, to seem non-threatening, because if he just walked around as a regular black man without glasses, he didn't look like a nerd per se, right? So he looked like, he didn't look like you could smack him around and beat him up or whatever. So he used the glasses as a hiding tool. And the interesting thing about that is, even he got tired of hiding. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he was into real estate and numbers and whatnot. And he met Samuel L. Jackson's character. And Samuel L. Jackson was just, hey, this is who I am, And he thought Samuel L. Jackson was an idiot. He just thought he was out here just using people, womanizer, blah, blah, blah. He was getting women. Let's get it. But he was a bar owner. It was a bar, a nightclub, something like that. But he was actually into real estate. Real estate was his actual business. But other people didn't understand it because I think his mother introduced him to real estate or whatever. So, even that happens with us as a people. Like, what you doing here? I'm doing the same thing you're doing. But you don't fit the mold. Whose mold we talking? Because when it's a bit of self-hate when you fit somebody else's mold for you, and then you realize I should have never did that. Now you're mad at other people because you've in some ways dumbed down who you were to appease other people, and you realize you wasted your time. These people, you acted like these people were above you and y'all were on the same level, and sometimes they were beneath you. And sometimes they were above you, but they were cool being themselves. You weren't. So, it's a guilt to it. It's a shame to it, because some of us look like the brother was saying in the clip. Some of us look down on our family because he said scrimp and he said that. Listen, I got family who's country. That don't mean they dumb. I got family who talk with slang. That don't mean they're dumb. But I can't take you around these other people because they gonna believe, this about you and this about me. And it's like, guess what? Those very people you trying to impress, they got country and family members too. That they ain't bringing around right now either. But I guarantee you, they got them. So, and everybody didn't grow up talking all assimilated and being all like this. That's not what happened. You just go in certain places doing that. But when you become that, that's on you. And when you want to be yourself again and you can't find who you are, that's on you too. But I'm going to leave it at that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.